Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. We're probably not going to get around to everyone. Raise your hand if you have a question and we'll come to you. I'll look to the front row. We'll come to Sam Dean from The Telegraph. Shout.
Well, first of all, what a privilege to play the Champions League semi-final in this stadium. What an energy, what an atmosphere they created. We had big parts of the game, very similar to what we wanted. We went ahead with the penalty. Unfortunately, in the second half, we started a bit sloppy with certain giveaways and giving them some momentum. And that's the moment that they used it. That's something that we knew we have to go through. In the manner that we give the penalty, very disappointed. And in the Premier League, it's not a penalty, but here I have to accept that with the rules and obviously how consistent they've been, for example, yesterday with Bayern Munich, I accept that this is a handball. What I incredibly fuming with is how the hell the penalty on EPS gets overturned in the manner that happened when it's not a clear and obvious error. And this changes the course of the game, and at this level, I'm sorry, but this cannot happen.
Have you had any explanation on that?
There's very clear explanation. The decision and what happens for a period of time, and the referee has to watch it 13 times. It's more clear than that. I think it's impossible, and yeah, we are all fuming about it.
We saw the reaction of the crowd and the Atlético bench to that moment. Do you think that had any impact?
That's nothing to do with that. I'm sure that they are very well aware of what the reaction is going to be. It's normal, that reaction. Is we need to apply the rules. The same thing that I'm saying, that they apply the rules on Ben White's penalty, that is difficult to accept, but it is a penalty with the handbook and what they say at the beginning of the season. EPS is a clear and very obvious penalty. That's it.
James, ESPN.
Can I ask, do you think the process of the use of VAR needs looking at in general?
I don't know. That's their job, and they have a process, and whatever they do, I'm sure they believe is the right thing. I have nothing to say that. I'm just saying I just judging the action and the manner that happened and the way it got overturned.
Darmish from Sky.
Mikel, you said you're fuming. Can you and your players now use that as fuel for the rest of the season, and in particular for the second leg?
Yes, but when you have fought so hard for 9 months to be in this position, I mean, that's another goal that changed completely the course of the tie. And it cannot happen. I'm sorry. We put so much on it. So much on it. This cannot happen.
Alex from BBC.
Hi, Mikel. Just on the decision again, will you approach UEFA or put a case forward about this decision not going your way?
I don't know. I leave that to the club to decide what's the best thing to do. Now they're not going to give us the penalty. That's gone, and that's it. Let's talk about football.
Tom Reach.
Mikel, can I ask you about Victor? Because he's come in for a lot of scrutiny this season, but it's his 19th goal and he had a really strong first-half performance. Just some reactions to his display. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think he had a very strong first half, especially when we were more dominating. You know that the Warwick is going to put a situation he created. He created the goal and the penalty, and he was ice cold to score it in the manner that he did. And then the second half changed a little bit. Credit to them, but as well a lot of things that we need to do much better. And I think then we changed that. With the changes, I think the game changed as well, and we finished on top.
Phil from PA.
Sorry, Mikel, just going back to the penalty. Do you think that the referee needs to be a bit stronger? Because obviously he was told to go and look at the monitor, but he watched the replay 12, 13, 14 times and then decided to overturn it. I mean, he obviously still had the power to
I'm
keep
not
his
here
decision.
to judge the process. It's their process. It's a decision that is clear. Okay, stick to it because that's the rules. That's what we've been coaching the players to accept that. And when there is something different when you play in the semi-final of the Champions League and change it, it cannot happen.
Isan, Daily Mail. Over here.
Hi, Mikel. How pleased were you with the way your team dealt with this occasion in this atmosphere? There was obviously Luro that was launched at kick-off. Grass apparently was a bit too long. Pitch was getting watered at half-time. So with all that backdrop, how pleased are you with the way your team handled it? I'm very proud. I said that to the boys. The way we handle any kind of context for 9.5 months is just remarkable. And I really value what they've done because I've seen some of the best teams in the world here fall apart and concede 3 and 4. And we didn't get the result that we wanted. And the way we planned the game, we wanted to win it. But at least it's in our hands, in front of our people, to be in that final. And
and in a week's time we're going to have the opportunity to do so.
Okay, last two questions from Spanish media. Firstly, then here.
Hola, mister. Buenas
Hola.
noches. Aquí Rubén Martín en directo para el partidazo de la cadena COPE. Perdóneme que le pregunte por el penalti, que sé que ha contestado en inglés. Ha dicho que es consistente la opinión de la Champions, que la mano es mano en Múnich hoy, pero que no entiende la revisión del tercero.
No.
Entonces le quería preguntar por los tres y si no es un poco loco que en el mismo deporte se pite de manera diferente en función de la competición.
Ayer hubo dos. O sea, y yo lo acepto. Si han tomado ese criterio y vamos al libro y lo que nos explicaron al principio, yo de verdad, es difícil de entender porque en la Premier la mano de Ben White, por ejemplo, no es penalti, pero en la UEFA sí, lo sabemos. Está bien, ya está, lo aceptas porque hay un criterio y ya han tomado esa decisión. Lo que pasa después con él no lo entiendo. Es un penalti claro, hay contacto y que eso te lo lleven al VAR y tengan que revisarlo 13 veces para quitar el penalti a este nivel me parece que es inaceptable.
¿Qué tal?
Hola.
Mikel Martín Talavera en directo para el larguero de la cadena SER. Más allá de esas jugadas, viendo el cómputo general del partido, donde el Arsenal ha sido mejor en la primera parte, pero generando pocas ocasiones, y lo que ha ocurrido en la segunda parte, no sé si te vas contento con el empate a 1 o crees que podíais haber merecido más o incluso iros con un resultado peor. Gracias.
Creo que ha habido momentos. Bueno, lo primero decir que es un privilegio y un gusto jugar a un ambiente así. Creo que lo que generan en este estadio, la energía, la pasión con la que todo el mundo viene al campo es una cosa impresionante. Ha sido increíble jugarlo. Hemos tenido momentos donde hemos sido superiores, hemos dominado. Es verdad que no hemos materializado más situaciones para marcar otro gol más y luego hemos tenido un periodo de 15-20 minutos en la segunda parte, no hemos estado bien. Una por mérito de ellos y otra por demérito nuestro también. Y es verdad que el partido ha acabado de una manera diferente después de los cambios donde hemos sido otra vez el equipo que queríamos ser. Pero es lo que hay. Podría haber sido diferente. Ya he hablado de la decisión, que en mi opinión cambia el partido, pero es verdad que hay dos situaciones de ellos y dos nuestras dentro del área que también podían ir para cualquier lado. Así que nada, a jugarse todo en Londres, a prepararnos. Nosotros nos jugamos la vida ahora con el Fulham el sábado para ganar la Premier y después de eso ya empezaremos a preparar la segunda parte de la semifinal.
Okay, everyone. Okay, was there just one more?
Yeah.
Was there one more from here?
Okay.
Go.
Mikel, buenas noches, en directo Radio Marca. Hablabas de la semana que hay por medio ahora, después del resultado, de la polémica arbitral. Hay una semana para preparar un partido de vuelta. Vosotros jugáis la Liga en la Premier, el Atlético de Madrid tiene una semana, digamos, con menos exigencia. No sé qué conclusión sacas para hoy pensando en la vuelta y luego cómo afrontas esto, el tener un partido tan importante vosotros ahí intercalado.
Ha sido el pan de cada día durante 10 meses para nosotros, 4 competiciones y si al final quieres ganar la Premier y quieres estar en la final de la Champions tienes que pasar por esto. Valoro increíblemente el esfuerzo que están dando los jugadores, el cómo están rindiendo y hemos tenido muchas bajas y seguimos teniendo bajas, pero estaremos ahí el sábado y estaremos ahí otra vez seguro el martes.
Thanks everyone.
Okay,
Good night.
gracias.